8 unexpected ways he shows he loves you without saying a word. Have you ever wondered if love is better expressed through words or actions? While sweet words and romantic declarations can warm the heart, there's an unspoken language of love that often goes unnoticed but speaks volumes. Actions, subtle, thoughtful, and deeply personal, can reveal feelings far deeper than any phrase ever could. Have you ever caught yourself wondering, does he love me even if he doesn't always say it? Or what are the little things men do to show they truly care? The truth is, love often thrives in the quiet gestures, the ones you might overlook in the bustle of daily life. In this video, we're diving into the fascinating ways men express their love without uttering a single word. From adjusting their daily routines to match yours, to silently protecting you in crowded spaces. These actions are more than just habits, they're profound demonstrations of affection and emotional connection. Whether you're in a fresh romance or years into a committed relationship, recognizing these subtle signs can open your eyes to the love that surrounds you. Could you be missing some of these clues in your relationship? Stay tuned as we uncover 8 surprising, silent ways a man might show his devotion, expressions of love that may just strengthen your bond and make you see his heart in a whole new light. Are you ready to explore the unspoken language of love? Let's dive in. 1. He aligns his sleep patterns with yours. Have you ever noticed him staying up late, even though he's clearly exhausted, just to spend more time with you? Or perhaps he wakes up earlier on weekends just to share a quiet morning together? Adjusting sleep patterns may seem like a small gesture, but it's a powerful indicator of love and commitment. When a man shifts his natural rhythm to match yours, he's doing more than just being accommodating, he's showing that your time together is worth sacrificing his comfort. This behavior taps into the concept of social synchrony, where couples naturally align their routines and even biological rhythms over time. A study published in Chronobiology International found that partners often synchronize their sleep-wake cycles, reinforcing their bond. Think about it, sleep is sacred for most people. If he's choosing to disrupt his natural cycle, it's a clear sign he values your connection above his habits. This adjustment isn't always easy, it takes effort, and sometimes it even affects his well-being. Yet he does it willingly because your presence matters that much to him. So, the next time you notice him staying up late to chat or waking early to have coffee with you, take a moment to appreciate this silent act of love. It's his way of saying, you're worth it. 2. He curates a personalized playlist. Music has a way of reaching deep into our souls, stirring emotions we didn't even know we had. Now imagine a man taking the time to create a playlist just for you, one filled with songs that remind him of you, your shared memories, and your unique journey together. This isn't about throwing random songs together. It's an intimate process that requires thought, effort, and a deep understanding of your personality and taste. Maybe he adds a song you once hummed absent-mindedly, or a track that played during your first date. These choices aren't accidental, they're deliberate acts of love. Research in the psychology of music shows that shared musical experiences can deepen emotional bonds and create lasting memories. When he sends you a playlist, he's not just sharing music, he's sharing a piece of his heart. Each song becomes a message, a feeling he might struggle to express in words but can articulate perfectly through melody. So, the next time you receive a playlist, don't just press play. Listen carefully. In every note and lyric, you'll find pieces of his affection waiting to be discovered. 3. He remembers the little things about your day. Does he ask how your meeting went, even though you only mentioned it in passing? Or does he surprise you with your favorite snack when you're having a rough day? These small gestures may seem insignificant, but they hold incredible meaning. When a man remembers the minor details of your life, it's a sign he's truly paying attention. It's not just about recalling birthdays or anniversaries, it's about noticing and valuing the little things that matter to you. This kind of attentiveness stems from active listening, a skill that builds emotional intimacy in relationships. Think about the effort it takes to remember something you mentioned casually days ago. It shows he's not just hearing you, he's truly listening and storing those moments because they matter to him. These acts are his way of saying, I care about every part of your life, no matter how small. So, the next time he asks about a minor event or brings up something you barely remember mentioning, know that it's his love speaking louder than words. 4. He adapts his habits to accommodate your preferences. Love often reveals itself in the subtle ways we adapt to one another, and when a man begins altering his habits for your comfort, it's a powerful testament to his feelings. These changes aren't about losing his individuality, they're about prioritizing your happiness and well-being, even in the smallest ways. For example, he might start using unscented grooming products because he knows you're sensitive to strong smells. Maybe he keeps the lights dimmed in the evening because it helps you unwind. Or he uses headphones when watching late-night videos so you can sleep peacefully. These seemingly minor adjustments show he's paying attention to your needs and proactively finding ways to make your life easier. This behavior stems from the psychological concept of relationship accommodation, which highlights how partners willingly adjust their actions to maintain harmony and satisfaction in their relationship. Studies have shown that these small but meaningful compromises are directly linked to stronger emotional bonds and higher relationship satisfaction. Think about it: when he forgoes his usual habits to make you more comfortable, it's his way of saying, "Your happiness matters to me." These sacrifices might go unnoticed at first, but they're a quiet, consistent demonstration of his love and devotion. So, the next time he makes a subtle change in his routine or preferences for your sake, take a moment to appreciate his effort. It's not about the size of the gesture but the thought behind it, which speaks volumes about how deeply he cares. 5. He positions himself as your protector in crowded spaces. Have you ever noticed him subtly positioning himself on the street side of the sidewalk when you're walking together? Or standing between you and strangers in a crowded room? These protective instincts might seem like reflexes, but they're deeply rooted in his desire to keep you safe and comfortable. This behavior often stems from evolutionary psychology. Historically, men who protected their partners from physical threats were more likely to pass on their genes. While modern life may not pose the same dangers, these instincts remain. Today, they manifest in smaller, everyday gestures that show his commitment to your well-being. But this isn't just about physical protection, it's about emotional reassurance. By placing himself in a position to shield you from discomfort, he's creating a buffer between you and the stresses of the outside world. It's his way of saying, "You can rely on me, I've got your back." These acts of protection might seem small, guiding you through a busy street or holding your hand in a chaotic crowd, but they're powerful demonstrations of his love. They show he's thinking about your safety and comfort, even when you're not. So, the next time he places a guiding hand on your back or instinctively steps in front of you, know that these subtle actions are his silent vows to protect and cherish you. 6. He mirrors your energy levels. Have you ever noticed how his mood seems to sync with yours? If you're excited about something, he matches your enthusiasm. When you're feeling low, he tones down his energy to meet you where you are. This mirroring isn't accidental, it's a deeply ingrained way of showing empathy and emotional connection. Psychologists call this phenomenon emotional contagion, the natural tendency for people to absorb and reflect the emotions of those they care about. It's not just about moods, it extends to physical energy and behavior. For instance, if you're walking slower because you're tired, he unconsciously matches your pace. If you're brimming with excitement, he joins in your joy, even if the topic isn't something he'd normally be interested in. This synchronization is a silent but significant way of saying, "I'm here with you, whatever you're feeling." It shows that he's attuned to your emotions and willing to adjust his energy to ensure you feel supported and understood. These moments of mirroring might seem small, but they're powerful indicators of a deep emotional bond. They show that he values your feelings and wants to be present for you, no matter what. 7. He communicates through touch. Touch is one of the most profound ways to express love, and it often speaks louder than words. When a man deeply cares for you, he develops a unique language of touch, a series of small, often unconscious gestures that convey his affection and support. It could be a light touch on your back as you navigate a busy room, a reassuring squeeze of your hand during a stressful moment, or the way his knee rests against yours when you're sitting together. These touches might seem incidental, but they're his way of staying connected to you, even without words. Research has shown that physical touch can reduce stress, boost feelings of security, and strengthen emotional bonds. In fact, couples who engage in frequent, affectionate touch report higher levels of relationship satisfaction. When he reaches out to you in these small ways, he's saying, "I'm here for you, and I care." So, the next time he places a gentle hand on your shoulder or lingers in a hug, know that he's communicating volumes without uttering a single word. These moments of touch are his silent declarations of love. 8. He adjusts his living space with you in mind. When a man starts rearranging his living space for your comfort, it's a clear sign that he's serious about your relationship. This doesn't mean he's redecorating his entire home, it's about the thoughtful, subtle changes that show he's thinking of you even when you're not around. Maybe he stocks the pantry with your favorite snacks, keeps an extra phone charger by the bed, or sets aside a drawer for your belongings. Perhaps he adjusts the thermostat because he knows you get cold easily or swaps his pillows to ones you find more comfortable. These small gestures might seem trivial, but they're powerful indicators of his love and willingness to make room for you in his life, literally. Psychologists refer to this as the inclusion of other in the self, where partners begin to incorporate each other's preferences, needs, and habits into their own lives. It's a natural progression in deep, committed relationships and a sign of emotional intimacy. By making these adjustments, he's saying, "This is your space too, you're a part of my life, and I want you to feel at home." These gestures may go unnoticed at first, but they reflect his effort to create a shared space where your relationship can thrive. The next time you see these subtle changes in his home, take a moment to appreciate the thoughtfulness behind them. They're more than just practical considerations, they're his way of showing you how much he values having you in his life.